Tada, and welcome to the ECA Weekly Roundup. Firstly, a big thank you to our sponsors, Sportsbet.io, Bluff VPN, Nordcompetoon and HML Project Management. And hopefully we will see Leo from HML Project Management down at Tiscra sometime soon. And before we go any further, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, in our games last weekend, we had the Viking Stars defeat the Tartu Wolves. It was a low-scoring affair, and Badrul Islam was the man of the match with 3 for 14 and 9 not out. We also had the Stallions defeat Tartu Cricket Club, and that was 147 to 100. Zeshan Ali was man of the match with 57 runs and 2 wickets. In the afternoon games, we had the Hippos defeat Tartu Cricket Club. And in that game, it was Marco Vike with 61 off 56 for a man of the match. And in the last game, we had Riders defeat Tigers on field 2. Mofus Udom was man of the match there. He had 3 for 16. So, and also he had the critical wicket of Mania with a run out. Now in news, well, it was a horror weekend for injuries in the ECA. Swami for Tigers with a badly split finger, and he was of course in the waiting room with Dave Robson from the Hippos, who has broken his finger and will be missed for probably 6 to 8 weeks. Also Mac and Parko from the Hippos as well with injuries, so the Hippos depleted at the moment. In some positive news though, we have Richard Cox. He will be in Tallinn this weekend and he will lead the national squad for some training sessions as we approach our bilateral international series in June in Finland. Okay, in this weekend's games, on field 1, first up in the morning, we have Vikings v the Tigers. Player to look out for the Vikings is Badrul, and for the Tigers, Moni will definitely be looking to make a big comeback after being run out cheaply last weekend. I am picking the Vikings though on that one.
On field 1, we start with Esti Tigers versus Viking Stars. Could be a close game, this one. Esti Tigers, a very, very competent and experienced side, perhaps more suited to the T40 format. Very, very good batting lineup, but perhaps not as explosive as they need to be. Viking Stars have recruited really well, picked up some new faces for this season. Explosive at the top, very, very competent bowling unit. No one too expensive, but lacks a little bit of variety. Like to see them try some spin, some different options, but I think between these two, it's probably going to go with the Viking Stars.
On field 2, we have the Wolves v Strikers. Elias Hassan is the man to look out for there. Looking to make his mark, definitely. I am going for the Strikers, but with the Wolves, Mohammed Usman, he's always dangerous with the ball. Always looks like he could take a big haul, so that'll be a good game.
For our second game, it's Wolves versus Strikers on field 2 Saturday morning. Tough one for the Wolves, the visiting side from Tartu. They've got 2 games back-to-back. It really depends on who they have on their roster on the day. Very, very good side. Can bat. They have lost some experience at the top of the order, but they'll need to be at their best against the Strikers, who, as we know, are reigning champions of T20 and T40, I believe, and very, very explosive at the top of the order. They've lost some key personnel, but they've also recruited a nice bowler. They borrowed from Esti Tigers as well. So I think this one is going to go with the Strikers.
In the afternoon, we have the Tigers v the Stallions. I am picking the Stallions. For the Tigers though, Walid Khan missed most of last year, but looking to make a big impression this year. For the Stallions, Chataya, well, he's in good early form, no doubt, looking to stamp his marker inside a very strong lineup for the Stallions.
Esti Tigers versus Talon Stallions. Should a tiger beat a horse in the wild? Hard to say. One has height, one has strength. This isn't the Wild though, this is Estonian Cricket, and I think the Stallions have got a little too much for the Tigers. Perhaps the best top 6 batting lineup in the competition. It recruited incredibly well in the off-season. Stallions, too much. Too good with the bat, too good with the ball. I'm going to back them in for this one.
Field 2, we have the Rising Stars v the Wolves. Shoaib for the Stars, one to look out for there. Impressed immensely against Helsinki Cricket Club last weekend. I am going for the Stars as well there. For the Wolves though, Samar Ahmed, he top scored in their first game, so one to look out for.
Wolves versus Rising Stars. As I mentioned in our earlier preview, Wolves, it really depends on who they get to make the trip. They do have a decent squad. They do have batsmen who can hurt you, but we haven't seen that in the opening weeks so far. Rising Stars also missing in action from their first 2 rounds, perhaps their star batsman, Maidul Islam. So not sure what the situation there is, whether he'll be selected in action for them. We do know they've got pedigree, the Rising Stars. They were T20 finalists last season, and they're very, very experienced, well captained side. So I think I'm going to stay with the Rising Stars for this one.
Now, a big thank you to Helsinki Cricket Club for travelling over last Sunday, and matches like these are invaluable to the ECA 11 as they come up to their World Cup qualifiers in July. Standout for Helsinki was Abbas with the bat, who just hit them to all parts of the ground. Magnificent display in both games. And young Shinwari, who debuted for Helsinki, what a bowler, great line and length, and picked up a bag full of wickets. So another big weekend coming up, and we look forward to seeing you there.